Today we are meeting here as Kenyans. We are commemorating 1 year of engagement with the community that's suffering in Gaza. We have a team that's here today of women group. We have got of youth, and we have got Muslim scholars. We also have got other non-Muslims who have joined us. As you very well know, Gaza has been undergoing a genocide over the last 2 years. And this is just what is being highlighted now. But their suffering has been going on for the last 78 years. From the time that the so-called state of Israel was created, they have been undergoing sufferings. I think it is worthwhile at this particular point for us to mention that as Kenyans we are very, very lucky that we were not Israel. Because the first choice that has been given by the British government was Kenya and Uganda. If Israelis decided that they were going to settle here, you can rest assured it's not going to be Nairobi and Mombasa alone. It's going to be most probably the whole of the East African community, as they are not satisfied with what they have been given and they keep on moving, grabbing more and more land. As we sit and talk here, it is estimated that more than 450,000 people have died. Recorded is about 67,000. It is believed more than 10,000 people, dead bodies, are under the rubble, which cannot be moved because there is no equipment to uplift the concrete that has fallen on them. As Kenyans, there's something we can learn from this. When the state of Israel was created, it is a colonial settlement that has been done. Just like the colonialists came here 150 years ago and took our land. So European Jews were brought in there. People were moved from their farms, they have been moved from their houses, and forcefully they were settled on the land of other people. What we can learn is for the last 78 years, the Palestinians have been struggling to liberate themselves. Because of power play, that a lot of powers in the West have been supporting the creation of this colonialist state. They have been financially and militarily supporting the state of Israel. But the Palestinians have refused to surrender. They have refused to succumb to all the powers that is there. You are all witnesses that the whole world came together and they voted in the General Assembly and also in the Security Council. One country, namely USA, supported Israel to continue with the genocide that's going on in the state of Israel. Up to now, killings are going on. As we sit and talk, the so-called ceasefire is not working as far as the Israelis are concerned. They have not opened up the border. People are starving. People don't have water. There's no electricity. There's no gas for cooking. There's no medicine. They have not allowed them to move in. What has been promised was more than 600 trucks should go in every day. Less than 135 trucks are going in, which is not enough for even 10% of the community there. However, still the powers that are there are still supporting them. What is important for us to notice is that the whole world has stood up. The citizenry of the world has stood up. The political class, who have been blackmailed and held hostages by the Zionist powers in the world, have refused to come in. But the world have stood up, starting from New Zealand, Australia, to Europe and all over the places. As Kenyans, we should stand up for justice. It's not a question of what is the creed, what is the race, it's a question of justice. We are asking the people of Kenya to join the struggle to liberate these people, just like we stood up to liberate South Africa.
Amnesty International Kenya is here in solidarity with NAMLEF, the people of Kenya, and all the people who have generously offered, particularly at a time when Kenyans have been struggling with the high cost of living, with excessive taxes. It is just amazing and encouraging that Kenyans have found resources to give to the people of Gaza. As we know, about 80% of what was needed to go to Gaza as humanitarian food relief never reached Gaza because they were blockades, they were essentially military obstacles were placed in the face of humanitarian organizations. And I think for NAMLEF and others to have done this consistently over this year has just been so admirable. So we call upon the Kenyan government also to accelerate its humanitarian response. People to people solidarity is fine, but I think when we have a state that is functional, we need to see them also extend their solidarity at a time when the ceasefire is so fragile and also there is need for so much change.